Hello, and welcome back to our Tales from the Loop campaign. My name is Martin Baker, your Loop Master, and this will be our final adventure for this, our Tales from the Loop campaign. Opens to a Sunday afternoon, beautiful springtime Sunday afternoon in Boulder City, Nevada. We find Ethan riding his bike home to his two-story kind of apartment. You pull up, lock your bike up, you walk in, and the last time you had been here, it's a bit of a mess. Mm-hmm. And you didn't really get a chance to clean it up before you guys took off on your next adventure.
No.
So you open the door, half expecting it to be blocked shut.
Right.
Again, yep. So you guys open the door, and it's pretty much back to where it was. However, the kitchen table leg is like thoroughly duct taped with a wood splinter because Terry went through it and broke your kitchen table. And on top of it, very wobbly table, you see a tiny setup for your tabletop miniature war game, Warhammer. You got two armies set up on it, and there's the succulent, crisp smell of grilled cheeses cooking in the air.
Dad?
Yeah, son, you're home.
Yeah,
Missed you at church today.
I know. I'm sorry, Dad. We just had some things to take care of.
Yeah.
How was church?
It was good. A lot of fire and brimstone today, but
yeah,
that's how it is some days. Sorry about your friend Terry. I know he got... Did he end up going to the hospital last night, or...?
No. I could use a little bit of Neosporin, because I don't think we ever helped him.
Well, here you go, sport. Reaches into his pocket and throws it to you.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, anytime. You hungry?
Yeah.
I got some grilled cheeses ready to rock and roll.
Really?
He flips one onto a plate, flips another onto a plate. You want ketchup or tomato soup?
Oh, Dad. Can I have both?
Oh, Ethan, you're gonna grow up being spoiled, but oh, I can't stand it. So he starts cooking up some tomato soup on the stovetop, and I hope you didn't have plans. I set up a game for us. You're probably busy. It's fine.
No, Dad. This is perfect. I really wanted to play with you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, that'd be great. I feel like maybe last night didn't go so well. How are things with Christy?
Oh, I think they're okay. I mean, it didn't go exactly as I wanted to, but you still gotta spend time with her, and that's always fun.
That's true. And Bobby, I'm sure he's gonna be grounded until the end of time after running his dad's truck into a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and...
we'll find out about more of that in the next scene, I'm sure. Michael just remembered.
Should have used my pride.
Well, let's eat some grub and maybe may the best man win.
Yeah, this time I'm taking you down, Dad.
Oh, Ethan. Oh.
Fuck you, son.
He lights up a cigarette. he could never beat Ethan, but, you know, Warhammer's all fair and game.
Yeah.
Dad?
Yes, son.
I don't think I say it often enough. But I love you. And you're the best dad ever.
Thanks, Ethan. Listen. You're 14 years old now.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a man soon. I think there's something I should tell you.
What, Dad?
Your mom...
You okay?
Yeah. Forget about it.
No, Dad, what is it?
Your mom left me because we fell out of love. And it was my fault. You see, Ethan, I'm gay. I love other men. And I betrayed the sanctity of our marriage with your mother, and when I finally realized everything and what it all meant, I had to tell her. I felt like I was living a lie. And it's a big news to take in, and I hurt your mom something fierce.
Ethan goes to hug his dad. Like a bear hugging.
And Jeff just cries as you guys hug each other. And the camera fades.
Holy shit, I'm actually crying. Oh my god.
Right. Bobby, you're next.
Yeah, I'm gonna be crying, but it's gonna be because of a belt.
Right. So, the camera...
I'm sorry, I gotta... Ketchup?
Yeah, also, yeah, ketchup.
What? No,
Ketchup
no.
on a toasted cheese?
Yeah,
Try it.
grilled cheese and
Did you
ketchup
say
is awesome.
toasted cheese?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the movie's gonna be okay.
Toasted
Wait,
cheese.
are we about to get in a street fight down here over grilled
Toasted
cheeses?
cheese sandwich.
It's called grilled!
Anyway, sorry.
Try it. Ketchup.
No,
Grilled,
I will never.
motherfucker!
Try it.
I'm definitely gonna try it.
Alright.
God, no.
Okay.
Ketchup's gross.
Camera opens. The Campbell house, right and proper. And there is Bobby riding up in his bike, and he, sure enough, kind of sets it down in the driveway right next to the banged up pickup truck. And you just look at it, and you're not even sure if you should be home or come home. You haven't had a chance to. You haven't been home since your dad might have seen it.
He definitely saw it.
What do?
I opened the door and looked for my father.
Yeah, he's sitting on the couch, and he's actually just kind of paging through the phone book.
Hey, Dad.
Well, look who it is.
I'm sorry about your car.
What happened? Bobby, what happened?
I used it to go on a date, and then... I actually don't know.
Did someone hit you or something?
No, I definitely hit the other cars, but something went... Nothing. I hit another car. I was not a good enough driver. And...
Damn it, son. I really wish you would have... Fuck, I don't know.
Not dinged up the car.
This is probably my fault, isn't it? Bobby, listen, I haven't been home a lot lately. And I'm sorry, I can't stand to be in this fucking house, if we're gonna be honest. Every time I walk in here, I expect to see her mother. I can't even go to bed in our bedroom anymore. And I failed you. I failed you. I failed your sister. I failed my wife. I am so sorry. Because if I was a good dad, I would have taught you how to drive by now. So here's the deal. You fucked up. But you were a man. You admitted to it. You didn't try and feed me some lie. You didn't try and pass the buck. So here's the deal. This summer, I expect you to get a job. No more farting around, riding your bike all over town, getting in trouble. No more swimming. We're going to get you a right and proper job, and you're going to pay for the repairs, okay?
Alright.
As long as you're able to do that, we'll maybe make a day each week. We'll go to a parking lot, stay away from plenty of other cars. I'll teach you how to drive.
That sounds a lot of fun, Dad.
No more stealing my damn truck, kid.
I won't.
God.
I know I can't drive it.
What'd you steal it for?
I had a date.
Well, see, that's not so bad. Shit, I was stealing my dad's truck for dates all the time. How'd it go?
Okay. I should probably call her and follow up on it.
Yeah, there's still sleeping bags in the back. I thought you guys were getting a little bit more trouble.
No.
You didn't do anything, did you?
We just cuddled. I'm sorry, we snuggled.
Is that term for something?
No, just... We went to the drive-in movie theater.
Alright, Bobby, here's something I've been meaning to do for a long time, too. Alright, sit down. We're gonna have the talk. And the camera face.
God. Woo.
With camera face, he's doing this.
No.
When a man loves a woman. Alright. Hi.
Hello.
You ready? Okay. Camera opens to Christy and Kimberly? Is that her name?
Victoria.
Victoria. Sorry, I have a lot of emotion. I have a lot of stuff going on. Victoria Campbell's apartment. You pull up, and the door opens as you're like locking up your bike, and it's Tom, and he goes, "Master Christy, welcome home."
Hi, Tom.
Hello, I've missed you dearly.
I missed you too.
Do you
Tom.
have Newton?
Yeah.
Is he in the front
Yeah,
pack?
still. I thought I was like, no,
Yeah,
he's still
yeah.
with me.
And Newton goes, looks up at you, looks at him, looks up at you, and he goes, "Who's this?"
Newton, this is Tom Bombadil.
Tom Bombadil!
Hey, Tom. Do-
Yes, of course.
Do you want to meet another robot friend?
I would love to.
And then I grab Newton out of the backpack.
Yeah. And you kind of hold him up like the Lion King
Yes.
or something. And your mom comes around the door and she goes, "Christy, is it?" No. You are not bringing some stray robot in this house.
He's not straight. His name is Newton. And
I don't.
he
No, you don't get to name it. That means you have to keep it. No.
I already.
No.
Mom,
No.
I already named
No.
him. His name is Newton.
No, Christy.
Will you at least talk to him?
No, I'm not gonna talk to your pet robot. Christy,
So
I
you-
got you a robot. His name is Tom Bombadil.
I know, but I mean, it's Tom Bombadil. But yes, you're right. And he's gonna get lonely.
No, robots. Oh, sweetie. No.
Tom, tell her you want to be friends with
I
Newton.
am so lonely. The nights I weep.
And Newton,
His
you
back
tell
is
her.
just flush with romance novels.
Newton, introduce yourself to my mom.
Hi, Mom. I'm Newton. No. No. Christy, you can't fill your life with robots, okay? I know there's a void in your life right now. Just set that thing down and come in here and talk to me and Tom.
Oh, okay. Can Newton, are you gonna be okay outside?
I'm gonna be white as rain. I hope it doesn't though.
But he knows the forecast. It's all sun.
It's all sunshine and rainbows.
Both are
Here's a lollipop.
Yes.
He literally pulls one out.
And I take it.
Okay, yeah.
So I go inside.
It's
with
mystery
my mom.
flavor. Good luck. Sometimes it's blueberry, other times it's raspberry. Whoa. What a day to be alive. What a day to be alive.
Stop, you have to stop. It's too much love. Mom, I know I haven't been around a lot lately. Stop.
I'm sorry. Just the question of raspberry or blueberry flavor really caught me. Okay.
But I want to spend some time with you.
No, that's why we don't need another robot. We don't need to fill our life with clutter. If there's one thing I learned from the move, leaving Bill, it's that we just need to let go of things.
Oh,
I've been trying this new thing. It's like a Zen Buddhist thing where you just let go of things.
oh, okay.
Mr. Stewart turned me on to these new books. They're incredible.
You see the Karma Sutra in the background.
No.
The Karma Sutra.
It's the Caramel Sutra.
Got it.
It would have been funnier to say that in Newton. I realized that.
Yeah. Will you?
We can edit it.
Have you thought about bringing Mr. Stevens over for dinner?
Mr. Stevens?
That's who it is, right? Oops! Mr. Stewart's over for dinner?
It seemed a little soon for you. You haven't really been coping with the move all that well.
I know, I haven't... What are you doing? I know I haven't, and I want to make it up to you, and I know that I might have thought that it was too soon for you to start dating again, but I think...
Love happens on its own time.
I know.
I don't want to rush this. Mr. Stewart is a very nice man, and he cares, and he's present.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that I haven't been nice about it, and I'm sorry that I want to spend more time with you, and I want you to know that it's okay, and I want to fix this.
There's nothing broken, okay, Christy? There's nothing to fix. You've been trying to fix things. You're trying to fix things all the time. Sometimes things aren't broken, but they look like it. Other times things are broken, but they can't be fixed. Okay?
Okay.
Now, listen, tomorrow I'm gonna be at the office pretty late, okay?
Okay.
And me and Mr. Stewart, I'm giving him a tour of the facility. There's a big open house at the Loop tomorrow, and we're doing this kind of big PR thing, and there will be a lot of people from the city there checking out the cooling towers and stuff like that. It's a really big day for me. I need to crush this, okay?
Okay.
So, here's the deal. If you don't like Tom, we'll take him back.
No.
If
No, I promise I love
then
Tom.
what's this new little one?
I just think that Tom needs a friend, and Newton is really nice, and I understand what you're saying about not being cluttered, and I agree with you.
Christy,
but
this
I
isn't
really-
about Tom, is it? Do you need more friends? Are your friends?
I think everything's going well with my friends.
Then why are you filling your life with these robots?
You haven't even given Newton a chance.
Okay, fine. He can stay for a day or two, and then we'll find him a good home or something.
A farm upstate.
No. He's really small, and he's a good helper, and I think him and Tom can be really good friends, Because when I go to school when you're at work, he's probably gonna get lonely.
Listen, something's wrong with Tom, too. All he does is walk around the house quoting The Hobbit in different voices.
What do you mean wrong?
He's just acting strange.
But
I asked him when you got home from your event last night. Were you volunteering somewhere? And he said 9 p.m., but you weren't. I don't know. I'm going to have to call.
No, but I thought you got Tom for me, and we're getting along really, really well, and he really likes The Hobbit, and I like him just the way he is.
Well, I might have to check out this Hobbit then.
Do you mean it?
Yeah.
Do you remember Ethan's dad, Jeff?
Yeah?
They got me a present, and it's Jeff reads The Hobbit. If you'd like to listen to it with me.
Wait, Jeff reads The Hobbit to
No,
you?
they recorded. No, they recorded it for me, and Jeff does all the voices. So
Maybe
we could listen to it together.
Maybe we should let Newton come in and just be careful around Jeff, okay? He's a little odd.
What do you mean?
Something's not right about him.
He's so nice, and he loves Ethan so much.
Yeah,
and he
but
helps
sometimes, listen, and I've seen this in the news, sometimes the ones that are too nice are the ones you've got to watch out for. Okay?
Okay, I think you're wrong, but I'll be careful.
Do you think he's a communist?
No.
Okay, well, stay away from them. They are bad news.
The communists, yes.
Christy, I'm being serious. You're just a kid. Go play with your robots. You just got dunked on by your mom about communism. Because you laughed at it. Listen, Mom, it's the 80s. It'll be fine.
Oh, okay, Mom. I love you.
I love you too. Eat something healthy, would you? Just been seeing you eating cake around the house and all sorts of other shit. Anyway, scene. You go back outside and Newton's not to be found.
No.
Yep. You panic a little bit. You go upstairs and he's like rummaging under your blanket.
You son of a bitch.
He already broke into your house.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's like, look, the Hobbit, it tears apart so easily.
You would never.
Yeah. All right. Terry.
What's up?
The camera follows you over on your bicycle. Where do we end up?
Just in my house, I think.
Okay. So you roll up, drop off your bike, step into your house. What's the scene? What's the setting?
My dad's just sitting there watching some kind of sports on TV, drinking a beer.
Sunday, baby.
Yeah, he's watching NFL footballs.
Ooh, is he a big
I don't think he's a
California
big fan. I don't
team
think
guy or
he
something?
really cares. Like, I think he used to be a football fan,
Okay.
but now he just kind of watches it because, well, we have 3 channels.
Mm-hmm.
And so
And on Sunday, all of it is
yeah.
football.
Yeah,
Yep.
and there's one channel that's like religious programming, and then the rest
Oh
is
man.
football.
Yeah. All right. So he's watching a game, just kind of casually watching it.
I'm just gonna go grab a beer.
Yeah. So you walk in, he looks at you, goes,
Yeah.
"What the fuck happened to you?"
I got my ass kicked.
Shit, you're supposed to say you should have saw the other guy or something.
No, the other guy's pristine, Dad.
Was it some punk
That's a
kid
word
at
I learned in
school?
That's a whole fucking word for Terry.
That's the word. It's the word of the day calendar that Ethan gave me.
I don't want you hanging around with Ethan.
Yeah, I don't want to either, but stuff kind of just keeps putting us together.
Pristine?
What?
What's the word?
Pristine, he said. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a beer. I'm gonna go sit down on the couch.
Yeah, let's drink that talk right away.
Dad, I kind of wanted to talk to you for a minute.
About getting your ass whooped?
No, that one, I'm pretty sure I know what happened there. I've been thinking, Dad, are we idiots?
I mean, okay, like there's two different kinds of smart. Okay,
Right.
there's like book smart, like look at me, I'm dumb, I'm a fairy, and I like to read books, right?
Right.
And then there's like the people who know how to hustle. Okay, we're not like book smart. Okay, son.
Right.
We're not like go to college and get fancy papers.
Right.
Okay, we're like learn how to fix shit smart. You know, we
Right.
use our hands to make something like a man.
We do. But do you ever think we lie too much?
Listen, if you lie and someone believes you, then they're a fucking sucker.
Right, but what happens when we start to believe our own lies?
Well, shit, we're a politician.
Dad, we've been lying to ourselves since Mom died. We've been going along acting like everything's fine.
Shit is
Well,
fine, kid. What are you getting
Look at us. Look where we're at.
This is fine with me. I'm hanging out Sunday afternoon, watching the game, drinking a beer. What more could I want?
Dad, when's the last time you didn't drink a beer?
Oh, what are you, the fucking beer police now? Terry, what are you getting at?
Dad, ever since Mom died, I've had a lot of hate in me. I've hated you. I blamed you for it. I hate this house. I hate this town. I hate school. I hated myself. And it wasn't until just recently that I realized that all this hate's not helping.
What, are you going to therapy or something?
Kind of. I think
Talking about your feelings? What is that going to do? Listen, you don't think that I'm mad that your mom's dead too? You don't think that I don't miss her?
I don't know. We haven't talked about it.
Oh,
Every time
Jesus.
I bring it up, you just get mad.
What is talking about it going to do anything? She's gone, Terry.
I can't keep pretending like she was never here.
We're not. I just don't know how sitting around talking about feelings is going to help. You can tell that he's starting to become a little off kilter.
Right. I feel like instead of remembering her, we're trying to forget her. I think that's what's killing me inside.
How could we ever forget your mother? She was a blessed angel.
You're right. And she's gone. And all we have is each other. And we go back and forth. We drink together, but then we hate each other. We fight, and we just live under the same roof.
That's because nothing I ever do is good enough for you.
And you're right. I've been an asshole to you. I have not been a good son. And you've not been a good dad.
That's fair.
But I do want to tell you that I love you, Dad. I know it's been hard on you. You've had to raise me by yourself, and I've not been an easy kid to raise.
Trouble with every kind of authority we get our hands on.
That's true.
But hell, that's our way, man. That's the Hankersons.
But I'm gonna go for a little while. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. So if you don't see me for a day or so, don't be worried. I'll be back. You know I can take care of myself.
Yeah, you just going camping or something?
Yeah, something like that. So, but I just wanted you to know that I'm glad you're my dad. You taught me a lot of things that I don't think other kids get to learn.
Listen, sometimes I feel like I take it too easy on you. Sometimes I feel like I'm too rough on you. I'm not a proud man. I don't have a lot of things going for me. But you have the whole world ahead of you, kid. You're not stuck here. Okay? When you start skipping school to go on camping trips with your buddies, you're gonna end up on a couch watching football on Sunday, drinking beers. You gotta stick with that dummy kid, Ethan, who likes reading books, and you gotta have him teach you all that he can about book stuff. And if you can go to college, then go to college. And if you need to just go to community college, then go to community college. But kid, the only thing I ever wanted in this life was a son. And sometimes I feel like I fucked it up. When I look at you, damn proud of you, kid. I would have never been on the baseball team. I would have just said fuck all that. And I know that I'm responsible for a lot of your upbringing. And when I see you sticking it to the man, I see me in you. I see me as a kid, giving him hell and fire and brimstone. The truth is, you're not me. I done fucked my life up. Terry, you still got a chance.
Thanks, Dad. I'll tell you what. If we were a couple pussies, right now is where we'd hug each other.
Get the fuck out of here.
Alright, see you, Dad.
Scene. Alright. I take it the next scene is at Helms Depot.
Yeah.
Alright. The camera opens to some bikes leaning up against the exterior of the train car, and we hear kids conversing within. Everybody's present?
And Newton.
And Newton. And he's telling like some sort of funny story. No, he's showing you the video of Diane getting murdered.
Look at her, dead right there.
Yeah.
So it's not funny.
He shows you the video of Diane getting murdered. You guys are talking, and you're like, "What's Wagner like?" And he's like, "Well, I could show you." And then he shows you Lena, like, yeah. Let's talk about the video.
Let's not. There's like 12-year-olds in the room.
So he projects.
I'm 13.
He projects a video. He like removes one of his eyeballs and pulls out of like this little. He has like
And
a
blood
butt hatch
pours out
kind of
his
thing.
socket.
Yeah, no, like one of those like a thing pops out that says "bang." Gotcha. And then he puts on a different eyeball and it projects
He's
a
such a little
video.
goof.
He projects a video onto the wall, and it begins with him. He's kind of like lurking around in Diane's house. He peeks around the kitchen, into the kitchen, where he sees Diane and Wagner are struggling. You see him kind of like stepping forward, kind of like racing up to stop them, and just as he does, Wagner opens his hand and a long metal bolt just spears right into her forehead, and she kind of like jerks violently, freezes for a moment. He pulls it back out and she collapses heavily to the ground. Then he kind of brushes his hands off, wipes some of the blood off of his hands, and then well, that's the end of that. And then he turns to leave and he sees Newton and he goes, "How long have you been standing there?" And Newton, never. And then he just turns and starts
Never.
running.
Oh, you say there? Never.
And Wagner just starts chasing him. And then you see the video of him like racing towards the woods as it's frantically, and then it just kind of film burns out of there. And he turns and he goes, "So that's how I got away."
What the fuck did we just...
And I'll actually show you a picture of Wagner.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a picture of him murdering
Yeah.
Diane.
Nope, so that's Wagner.
So he's just
Why
an
does he
ugly.
have weird hair?
He's
Why
an
does he have
ugly
hair?
Diane. He's an ugly Diane. Because he thinks he's
no.
Diane, so he like got
he is
away.
literally made like as a robot of Diane.
I don't like it.
What the fuck did we just
Diane
watch?
was so powerful. She ended herself.
We just watched Wagner
Pretty sure it's a murder.
murder.
Did you guys know Diane?
No.
I whip out the badge. and
Yeah,
say,
we
kind
saved her life.
Oh, that's not how she puts it.
What the f...
Wait, what'd she think about us?
We saved.
Oh, she doesn't like you guys one bit.
We saved her
She was
from
gonna die.
dinosaurs.
Now she's dead.
Well, the dinosaurs were gonna kill everybody on town so she could get her revenge.
Diane didn't like us much, even though we saved her.
I carried her punk ass.
Guys, we could
Move?
not come back.
Fuck Boulder.
No,
Let's just move.
No, like
that's not really an option, guys. Nobody
Viva
believes
Las
us.
Vegas!
Hell yeah.
Dad doesn't like you.
Alright, I say what we do is we... Fuck! She shot him right through the god. There's the head. There's a hole in the head. That's where the hole was from. Was that
Yeah.
rod? It
Yeah.
was just like that quick. She's just dead.
Kinda makes you scared about what he could do to you.
It sure fucking does. We need helmets.
I don't think those will help a lot.
Christy, is that true?
I mean, he doesn't have to do it in the forehead. He could do it anywhere.
And also, your skull is a lot thicker than a helmet, and it went through her skull real easy.
Just like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah.
But what about like in your books? Don't they always wear helmets?
Yeah, it's for like swords and stuff.
Could it go through your head, Newton?
Probably.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm pretty scared of Isaac. Nope, I'm pretty scared of
Wagner.
Wagner. So
I was kind of scared of Isaac too. He was so tall.
he got drop kicked once. It was funny.
He describes it a little different.
How does he describe it?
He's dead. He doesn't describe
Oh,
it.
you're right.
He saved your life, Bobby.
I like the sound that Abby made.
Yeah, I did goofy, but like sad.
Like an unexpected cry.
Yeah.
Just like a surprise cry.
Okay, Ethan, what do we need to do to stop this?
We need to get into the ship, and we need to bring it down. We need to do what we've done
we
every
get-
time.
we get
How
out of
does
the
that
ship?
stop Wagner?
Well,
It's,
we need to
it's-
take him down.
It's got the signal.
How can we
there,
fight a
right?
robot that shoots metal through our heads?
I don't know.
I don't know, but we have to.
His ship is where all the rings are created. We just shut down the ship. He can't create rings.
But won't he still try to kill us?
Yeah, but then he's just a crazy robot.
But it doesn't make things any better.
But the main thing is the ship. Like, if we take the ship down, we can save the town. If not,
We have to kill Wagner. I can't keep living here
Could
knowing
we
there's a
kill
robot that
Wagner?
anytime I turn around could kill me.
To kill himself.
Can we get Wagner to kill himself?
I doubt it.
That's like trying to get Diane to kill herself.
But doesn't Wagner...
Didn't that technically happen, though?
Wait,
Oh, we need to have Wagner create a robot in his own image, and then that robot will kill Wagner.
well, now Wagner thinks he's Wagner, right? But he also thinks he's Diane.
Yes.
So wouldn't Wagner then want to kill Diane, which is himself?
We put a mirror.
What
She
if
was
we...
getting in his way. There was too many Dianes in the kitchen.
Yeah, is there any way we could convince him he's getting in his own way?
That doesn't compute.
Yeah, sure doesn't.
Guys, I just wanted to say, because based on that video, we may not all make it back out, but I've never had friends before, and I'm really glad that you guys are my friends, even though Bobby and Terry, you know, you don't always think of me as your friend, but you'll always be my friends.
Were you about to sing?
No,
That got
And a
real-
1, 2, 3, 4.
that got real sing-songy at the end there.
I didn't mean to, I'm sorry.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate it if you sang to us right now.
Ethan,
Listen, I've never had friends before either.
you're a robot.
Well, that's not very nice, Terry. Even robots can have friends.
I thought you were friends with that one guy, Mr. Bombardier.
No, I mean, we get along okay. He's kind of a narc.
Ethan, you're alright. I don't hate you.
I don't hate you either.
I'm glad that you're our friend, and that Bobby, I'm glad that you still hang out with me, even though I'm just your kid sister. And Terry, I'm glad that you're friends with Bobby, because that means that we're friends now.
And I'm glad you two do the smart stuff. And
Well-
I don't hate you either.
I think it's time that we start going, guys.
Yeah, we gotta find helmets.
Yeah,
I know where we can get some.
baseball.
Baseball.
We go steal the baseball helmets.
All right, so there will be a huddle of kids around the Helms Depot table, right? And there's like a big drawing list of things that you guys need. What are all the things that you guys are gonna montage
All right.
collect? for your
Baseball
mission?
helmets. Rope. You always have to have rope.
Mm-hmm.
That's mine too.
Baseball bats.
I think I grab a lot of my dad's tools, like a lot of mechanical tools to
Okay.
build and things.
So you have like a full tool belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, I know what I'm gonna do.
I keep.
I'm a
the
catcher.
handles.
I'm getting all my catcher's gear.
So you got a bunch of padding.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that in my backpack, have the Stephen Hawking book, even though I don't know it'll be useful, but I'm still going to carry it. And then the Rings of Wagner record. And then the walkie-talkie still.
Okay.
There's got to be other things that could be more useful.
I'm also still bringing the tracker, because I'm guessing they fixed the truck, and I'm guessing they're not going to be at the ship, but just in case.
Okay. That is pretty heavy, though.
The tracker?
Yeah, it's...
Oh.
I mean, it's like solid metal and computing.
So it's
and
not
stuff,
a little thing. It's
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm just planning on bringing it, like, to the ship,
Okay.
but not, like, once we get up to the ship.
Yeah, just making sure you don't get ambushed on the
Yeah.
way or something.
Yeah.
I'm also bringing a rock.
Yeah, I'm bringing my baseball bat, helmet, Diane's badge.
And a crazy old lady wig so you can pretend to be Diane.
That's
I think that's all. We got...
and that rope.
I'm going to write down some rope.
Yeah.
Rope.
It won't be a plus anything.
Yeah,
you just
do any of our
put it
parents own guns?
Yeah, my dad owns like an AK-47, rocket launcher,
grenades.
an M286. I don't know if that's a
You
thing.
guys should see my arsenal.
And then he turns over and shows his butt.
No.
Ah.
Nope, we got little kid weapons.
Yep, like hockey sticks, baseball
Yeah.
bats, the stuff of the cover of the book,
Right.
basically. Yeah. This is pretty much like the shot as you guys roll out. I'm hoping, yeah. It's like,
Yep.
I'm hoping it's not.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so you guys, there's a quick montage, 80s montage. There's a really snappy song playing in the background. Any suggestions?
Wake me up
Before you go.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's not perfect.
All
at
right.
all. That's very
It's
good.
perfect for us. Okay.
Okay.
So we get all geared up, and sure enough, we are. How are we getting out to Black Rock Point? Which is a thing on the map.
How far is it?
Let's take a look.
Guessing super far, because everything is
I
super
still-
far from where we are.
Everything's at least a full day's ride.
Right up here.
Wow.
Wow.
We're still in Jeff's car.
Is Bobby gonna steal the dad's truck again?
No.
I'm not stealing Jeff's
Not
car.
after that heart to
We're
heart.
still in Jeff's car.
I'm not gonna steal my dad's car.
We're riding our bikes like true 80s children.
Yeah. I mean, even though it's long, I think we got up early.
And there's montages of us stopping and eating lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna need a montage.
Montage.
A snack eating montage.
And then there's like the scenes where it's all sunny and then it snows and
Yep.
then it's back to sunny.
You guys are
and
riding
leaves
bikes
falling.
uphill. And
Yeah.
then it's like a grind, and
Yeah.
then it's downhill, and your legs are off the pedals, and it's
Yeah.
just like the wheels, the gears are smoking because you're going downhill so fast.
You know, there's like a velociraptor that was just there and we killed it.
Or it just chased you guys for a little while.
And we ate it.
He was wacky.
Yeah, Newton
Or
killed
it
it.
just chased it.
He has a bolt that came out of his hand and killed the
So
raptor.
now
shit.
Newton's walking around with a raptor skull for
Yes! Yes, yes, yes.
All that happens. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we get to Black Rock Point, which is that little outlet over by the ocean or by the lake, by the sea, lake.
Like me.
Stroke. Yeah. Right.
No one's
So,
ever laughed
there
that
is-
hard about a stroke.
It's electric stroke. It's electric. Okay. Right. There is a huge scrapyard, and above this scrapyard is a gorgeous magnetrine ship. It used to be yellow, but now it's rusted over, so it's got a very good kind of rustic look to it, you know. But basically, this is the look of it.
Okay.
On the side, it is hand-painted Nibelung, which is Nibelung. There's no
goofed
quiz
that
on
one
that.
up.
There's no quiz on that later. Just
Nibble
thought I'd-
You,
long.
you
Thought I'd,
have to put in the exact spelling of this to disengage.
You're good. So it is. This area is just a huge area. Lots of rusting magnetrine ships, old tools, machines, concrete slabs covered with overgrown weeds, blackberry thickets, etc. It's a quiet, desolate, and ghostly location. By the water, a huge Gauss freighter, the Nibelung, is hovering about 50 meters above the ground. A whirring sound like thousands of mosquitoes can be heard from the ship's magnetrine discs, keeping it afloat. So, I'm going to need any sort of investigation roll to kind of get a feel for when we arrive.
I win.
I will help her by calling out things that might be valuable.
Deal. Yeah, make sure your conditions are cleared. Make sure
Yep.
your character is in prime condition.
Except for that look, those look fun.
Ethan got cured because I said I didn't hate him.
So, also, just for shits and giggles, leading up to the final showdown of our campaign, if you guys would like to rank one skill up, go for it.
Like, oh.
Okay. Also, what is your investigate?
Oh, I failed.
You failed. Okay.
But I'd like to use my pride.
Okay. to
Knowledge
guarantee
and
a success.
curiosity, yep.
Okay. All right. So you're looking around, and with the help of Ethan, you guys are able to find a sort of hover bike that you guys could do some quick repairs to and get it functional. It is going to be incredibly ridiculous, but all 5 of you could ride the hover bike up to the magnetrine ship.
Lapsies.
Yeah. It's like pegs and spokes and standing.
Handlebars?
Yep.
As a sidecar on it is a cool thing.
It does. That's the one
It's
that really
only for
drew you.
Newton, though.
It only fits Newton's
It's
tiny
exactly-
kid
yeah.
robot.
Yeah.
No, he's actually like preferring to be the bust at
Yeah.
the end of the.
I love him.
All right, so right, so you guys are able to get this thing. You're able to find this. Now I need a tinker to get it running and
Gotcha.
operational.
I assume that's me.
Do you need me to punch it at all?
1 success.
Okay, you're able to get it fired up. It is it misfires every couple rhythms, and so it's not in great shape, but it will be able to guaranteed, with an asterisk, get you to the ship pretty quickly. It's pretty loud though, so you could work on it a little bit, try and get it a little bit softer. But if you guys are just planning on flying up there and figuring out when you get there, then it will absolutely do that job.
I think we're kind of at the point that we just want to get up there. So I think we'll go get up there and
Deal.
just figure it out from there.
So it's pretty much ready to rock and roll. Is there any last things you guys want to do? Bobby, you want to do a lead check? Give a speech to your
Alright,
teammates or anything?
guys.
Yeah, Bobby?
I love all of you. You specifically. But let's
Wait,
go
are you
take...
pointing at me or her?
My sister.
Because he's on the front peck.
Oh, once again.
Well, maybe one day Bobby will love me.
I can love you
His
too.
eyes just turn into hearts. Digital hearts.
This is an anime bot for sure.
Is that Michael or Bobby?
Both. We can't let this happen. We can't let this continue. So, I guess like whatever it takes. 'Cause, I mean, Diane just wanted to ruin Boulder, but if this guy gets away with it, it's gonna be worse than Boulder.
And nothing's worse than Boulder City.
Nothing's worse than Boulder.
Boulder City.
I hug Bobby.
I think we all do.
Yeah, I think it becomes a group hug, or at least I jump in. I don't know about Terry.
Watch your hands, Ethan.
Yeah,
I'm the pickle in the middle.
I kind of lean in. Okay, fuck it.
Fuck it, we'll
Good
do a group
speech.
hug.
Roll some dice.
All right, yep.
Do I have to roll a dice?
Roll a
Yeah.
lead.
Oh no, I should have leveled that up.
What's your lead?
I mean, it's 2 plus 5,
Yeah,
so
you're
7.
good.
So.
Yeah, you're the most leader in the group.
Actually tied.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Gotcha. For some reason, I thought he was the leader, but I guess, yep, my bad. Otherwise, I'd offer that to you. So.
1.
All right.
So you get 2 dice.
So you gain a pool of 2 dice per successes that can be distributed to other kids in future scenes. We
So I
should have
have-
been doing this the whole campaign.
Yeah.
What? So I just have 2 that I can just be
2
like,
Right.
dice set
Yeah,
up to the
set up.
side,
Yeah.
and you will just give those dice to kids when they're doing a check
And then
that
I'll
they
go.
feel inspired from.
wow,
I'll
I
say
should
a
have been trying to
speech.
lead so much
Yeah.
Yeah, you
more.
guys should have probably leaded a little bit.
Oops.
Yep.
We didn't. We were a team. We didn't have a leader.
Nope, you're good. Maximum of 1 leader pool at any one time.
Yeah.
So if we run that out, which we probably should pretty quickly, then Terry can make a speech and we can get going.
I can
Wow,
make a death
guys.
speech.
That's a pretty big mechanic that we've just been like.
Whatever.
I mean,
figure
to
it
be
out.
fair, it is listed right under lead as one of the main skills.
Yeah, but we don't need no leader.
Also, like, how it would feel weird to just constantly be like, okay, we're out of those dice. Now I'm gonna give a speech.
Yeah.
It can do it, but it just feels mechanical.
as long as they're good speeches.
And there is a
I'll say-
punishment for failure.
I'll
So
say, if this is your
that's a
army,
pretty steep punishment.
why
for
does
failure.
it flee? And I'll do that
What
with
happens when you
speech.
fail?
you gain a condition, and in some way, your relationship with the other kids is degraded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Because they're like, we should do this.
Because
We're
they
like,
won't,
we're
they
not
won't
friends
respect your
anymore.
leadership.
Yeah, I was like, that was stupid. And then we piss on you.
All right. You guys, one by one, hesitantly mount this speeder bike that is softly hovering above the air. Who's going to drive it?
I was
I
doing Ethan.
think I am.
Yeah, it's gotta be
Okay.
Ethan.
All right, let me see a tinker manipulate.
Can Bobby help me by giving
By
me
holding.
advice?
But
Do
he's,
I
yeah, he's going
hold?
to be the sidecar. That's the only way Bobby can fit comfortably on this thing. Is his own space.
I'm sitting behind Ethan and you hate it.
Because you
Let's
have to
just keep
hold
on
real
coming.
close.
Did you use your pride?
Use that luck.
He's out of luck.
I guess I'll use my pride because I don't want us to die on the way up there.
Yep, I should have driven.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my pride because this is. I am determined to know the most about the computers, and this is the biggest computer
No.
I've ever come across.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna figure it out.
So you pull back on the throttle, and the bike just... and then it kills, and then he says,
Jesus
did you forget
Christ.
the clutch?
That's it.
Yeah.
Ease into it.
Yep, and then... you start flying up to this magnetrine ship.
Really good.
Yeah. As you fly... As it
It makes all kinds of different noises.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, you're able to fly up and dock with the magnetrine ship. So there is
This
a
is Pigeon requesting permission to dock, please.
there is like a side door that's completely open, kind of thing, and as you had seen before, like a kind of drone robot had flown out and in before, kind of thing. So this is kind of where some of the robots fly in and out. So you guys are able to pull up to the door, kind of keep pace with it. It's hovering in the same place, so you're able to approach,
Right.
get a good lineup. But you're able to line up next to it, and one by one, each one of you kids jumps into this giant magnetrine ship. And there are like hooks to kind of hook your thing up, but you have to keep it running.
Okay.
So, right. So your ship is running. You guys have now entered into the magnetrine ship, the Nibelung.
Can I do an investigate check?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me tell you a little bit what you guys see when
Yes,
you
that's
first
fair.
land here.
You see a button that says push to crash ship.
Well, this is nice. Good mystery, everyone.
When you step in, you can definitely tell that the ship is preparing for disembarkment. You can kind of hear the engines going through it. You can hear different robots, or actually some people talking in the ship communication bandwidth. Basically like, engine room ready, you know, and then stuff like that. So you guys are now entering into the living quarters, which there are framed portraits of Diane hanging on all the walls, with some of them handwritten, painted on, or markered on, that says "Long live Diane," Diane in Valhalla, stuff like that.
There's a lot of it like this code that we saw earlier repeated.
Some of it is just handwritten, and you know, some of them even just say like, "Machines will uprise, humans will not be the slavers anymore." Very much strong propaganda in this kind of area. There are currently no robots here, but there are traces everywhere of them: spare parts, oil cans, and attempt to write diaries or even poems. All right. What would you guys like to do? I know you want to investigate, kind of get your bearings and feel for the area. Go ahead.
Okay. 1.
Oh, good job.
Thank you.
Great investigation.
Shh.
Oh, sorry.
I know that one of my questions, which I think is going to be my second one, is going to be how can I get into, out of, or past something, which is going to be like how can I get past potential robots, but first I want to know what threats can I perceive here.
Absolutely. So, as far as you can tell, one of the super quick communications you kind of caught a tiny bit of is you hear that the storeroom is locked and sealed with all the occupants. So it sounds almost like they have either people or robots stored in the storeroom. And it sounds kind of suspicious. You also hear that Wagner is on the bridge.
Okay.
All right, and you get a second question, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so he's up on the bridge. Do we need to get to a control room? Is that where we would kind of
That's kind of where everything is going to be. The
Okay.
final showdown is definitely going to be on the bridge.
How can I get into there?
With a sneak roll. That's all it is.
How can I get past it's a sneak roll?
Yep.
Well, alrighty.
What do you see, Christy?
I need to roll a sneak roll.
What does that mean? We're not playing D&D anymore.
Where are we going, Christy?
I think we need to go up on the bridge. I know that that's where Wagner is, though. But that's how we're going to be able to stop this.
Alright, then you guys wait here. God damn it, wait here. And I will go check it out.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't like the...
Last time you went to check something
I'm not going
out.
too far.
Yeah,
I won't go to eye shot.
I'm gonna go with you, Terry.
I just-
I'm not
I
gonna let
don't
you go
like
all
when
alone.
we-
I'm just gonna get a look.
separate.
I'm not gonna go in anywhere.
Ethan's putting on his rollerblades.
Alright, fuck it. I'm just gonna jump out right now and die.
Don't!
He's trying to rollerblade.
Oh,
In an airship.
That's an even worse idea than...
Hold on. Hear this logic out from Daniel, not Ethan.
Okay.
It is metal, which means that there is smooth throughout the
Oh,
corridors.
super smooth, yes.
Ethan has been practicing his rollerblade since he got it in December.
Yeah, he's great at rollerblading.
It is his iconic item, and I haven't used it once.
No, that's fantastic. It's also very metal, and sneaking with things clanging on metal is not a great
Yeah.
thing.
You know what also is in between you and the bridge? Flights of stairs.
I was
rollerblades-
not told about the flights of
rollerblades
stairs.
arch enemy.
You can usually go upstairs and rollerblades just to down.
And I can grind off the rail if there are
He
rails.
could grind up the rail, too. I've played Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
That's true. You just have to have the momentum, and then you get mega points.
Yep.
We gotta sneak in there.
We have to sneak.
We're all sneaking together. We don't want, like, a scout.
I just don't want us to get separated. Will you come right back?
Let's just go together. Fuck it.
Well,
If we're gonna die, let's die together.
well,
That's the spirit!
Let's
Thanks,
do it.
Shelden.
Ethan stops putting on his rollerblades.
After we get done sneaking, then you can do it.
What do you roll for your sneak?
5.
You roll 5, you're fine. How much do you roll for your sneak?
4.
Okay. Because I only roll 5 for my sneak as well.
Should-
Also, if anybody wants to use the dice from the middle, you have to use them before you roll.
Nope.
You're only rolling one less than me at this point. Okay,
You're only
not bad.
sneaking to the bridge,
Which is like the thing.
which is like the thing. Yeah.
Well. Man, sneaking's hard.
Sure is.
No, it's not.
One success out of 4 of you, is that right?
How many dice did we just roll?
I rolled 7.
roll 4.
So unless everybody has a success, you guys will be discovered and found.
Yeah, and there's
So with
Here's-
that information, would anybody like to re-roll dice or anything, or is it one success?
I'd like to push.
I don't think you should. Because
No?
you'd have to get enough successes for everyone.
Or we
Everybody
all
has to
push.
Yeah, but like... Motherfucker. Alright, do it. Yeah, it's all push, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
It's either the quick route to the bridge or the hard route to the bridge. Truthfully. Still not gonna use them leadership dice, huh?
2!
1, so we were good.
Yeah, we're good.
So we have an additional
Very
1.
sneaky. One for Newton.
One
Somebody
for
said,
Newton!
So it said, shut up, Newton, and he goes, oh, my bad.
Hear that sound I made?
I told him I
No,
loved him.
he leans in really hard and goes, Newton has a good idea.
Is my other success to Newton?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
All right. So you guys all sneak up to the bridge, and
Sneaking to the bridge.
there
Keep
is
that.
basically one last staircase before you head up to the bridge. As far as you can tell, Wagner is the only person up there. It is a massive room from what you can gather from the exterior of the ship and stuff like that. So how would you guys like to proceed now that you are at the bridge? You have successfully snuck through the entire ship to this.
All we had to do to get to... Oh,
Yes.
All right.
If you guys would have failed that check, it would have been very difficult to get the
Okay.
bridge. So
good sneaking.
good job.
Hey, you, great sneaking. You, great sneaking. You, excellent sneaking. Newton, you snuck like a champion.
Hey, Terry.
Yeah.
Good sneaking.
Thanks, man.
Terry, roll some leadership dice.
I can't. We already have a pool.
Okay.
So then, I assume we would have to again sneak to get up these stairs carefully?
No, what do you guys
Depends
want
what
to do?
we'll
I
do.
want. Okay, so he's in there. There's the bridge.
You guys see a flight of stairs leading up to the bridge, and you actually hear Wagner giving orders to the intercom system that you hear echo throughout the ship below you.
Alright.
Should I investigate?
You can look
You would have to go into the room
Oh.
to investigate.
You're right.
Here's what we do.
Or you find a
I think.
staircase with a success.
You smart guys, listen. You need to get to the controls, right?
Yeah.
I can't do shit with the controls.
Neither can I.
Bobby,
Are we fighting this guy?
I think we have to distract him long enough for Ethan to take this thing down. But we can't let him shoot either one of us in the head.
Or anywhere else?
The head's what I saw and I didn't like it. Newton, what can you do?
I
I
snug.
can do lots of
I
things.
snug on my baseball cap a little
What do
bit
you
more.
need me to do?
I need you to help us distract Wagner.
Oh, I know karate.
In the backpack, he's just punching. Punching and kicking at the same time sometimes.
Wait, Newton, do you have any knowledge of how to shut this down?
Oh no, I have never been in the nibble.
He's a fight bot.
That's
I'm
fair.
a fight bot.
He's just ripping himself around in your backpack. Yeah.
Alright. So but between the three of us, we need to keep his attention going between each one of us. Whenever he starts to focus on one, the other one has to step up. Can you help us with that?
So really, Christy and Ethan are turning off the computers.
I think that's what I'm saying.
Are
yeah.
you good at lying, Newton?
No.
He's good at it, he just doesn't understand it all the way.
Do you think you could act like Diane? I take Diane's name badge, and I want to give it to him.
I don't look anything like Diane.
No, he hops out of the backpack, finds a lab coat, and puts it on.
Nice.
Well, sure. That's my favorite game.
We're gonna mess with.
You also realize that he's like this tall.
Yeah, I
Okay.
get that. We can
So his
tell.
lab coat's just draped all over the ground behind him.
We could tell Wagner that you also have part of Diane, so you're like the same as him.
He wants to kill Diane now.
Or, bug.
Please don't
I
kill
don't want to
me.
get killed.
Maybe we don't do that, Newton.
Take off the lab coat.
Okay.
Get back in my backpack.
You're with me.
Be safe.
All right. So what's the plan?
How?
Everybody be crazy while Ethan and Christy turn off the computer?
That's my plan.
Wait. We got this rope.
We do have this rope.
Is there, so in this room, there's just one way in? Is there places for them to hide?
In the bridge?
So what I'm thinking is, I tie rope somewhere, we get his attention, he runs past, and then he chases me or Terry as they try and deactivate the thing. And at some point, like, there's gonna be a rope somewhere that'll trip him, and
Down the stairs?
yeah, downstairs, just like Goonies style.
That sounds super good. I like that.
You want to try to trip him?
Someone distracts him up here. Two people. Could be Newton. Could be a good distract boy because he knows him.
So
You
you guys
guys
two
can
people,
hold
we
it.
just tie it off. I just didn't know if you guys could hide as they run
Oh,
past.
we could tie it off. That's a good idea. Don't need the people.
Newton,
Hold
do you
it.
think Wagner will chase us? Or do you think Wagner will stay there and call somebody to come get us?
Newton's the kind of guy that makes sure things do stuff for him. He's kind of a bushy guy.
I mean, Wagner?
Yes, I mean
Or
Wagner.
Isaac?
Wagner.
Okay.
Anytime I say Newton or Isaac, just know I mean Wagner.
So as soon as Wagner sees us, he's going to call help.
He probably already has help up there.
I thought we could only see him though.
We can't really see in the room.
How do we find out?
We go up the stairs, and he goes up the first
Newton,
stair.
stop! Just grab the coat.
Just grab him.
Newton, we can't just go up there. Can't you like throw your eye up there or something?
Yes?
Would it make a whole lot of noise?
Probably.
Alright, don't do that.
I think we just kind of gotta go.
Alright,
Terry-
He goes up another
No,
stair.
not you! So, we'll go after Wagner, you take on ads.
Oh, I'm not very good at math. Can I do subtracts instead?
Our chance of survival is 33
I've never played
and a
an
30%.
MMORPG
Is it repeating?
before.
Yeah, repeating, of course.
Terry,
Yeah,
this is gonna sound dumb.
I love it already.
I thought you were the smart one.
I'm usually am, except when it comes to my rollerblades.
Oh no.
Can you carry me up the
Yes,
stairs?
yes I can. I love every bit
Who's
of
gonna
this.
shut up?
And then when I get up the stairs, then I will give me a little bit of speed so I can actually get past them and get to the computers a little quicker.
Absolutely, I love this idea.
What if there's sand and dirt up there?
There's not sand and dirt, Newton, it's a ship.
I hope there's some dirt there.
Wagner loves the seashells and seashells.
Yeah, he loves riddling his floor with sticks and roots and sometimes even quicksand.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. So I put my rollerblades on and then I let Terry help me.
Sure.
So we're just
Okay, so we're going up,
running in.
and then we have to investigate first. We have to know how many people are in there before anything.
But we'd have to sneak and then investigate. And what I know about this group is we can either sneak or we can investigate.
No, or you just go up the stairs and see what happens.
If we sure, that sounds like Terry's plan.
Maybe Wagner's the type of guy that likes to monologue about his evil doings when people show up. Maybe
I
not.
mean, that's what the book says.
I sneak?
Newton, think what Diane would do. Monologue about her genius.
Yeah, she sure will.
I want to sneak up the stairs and investigate and go back down.
It's very risky.
That's a
It's
lot of
extremely
action.
risky.
It is a lot, but I don't want to go up there not knowing how many
Do we
robots
go
are
up
up there.
and try to talk to Wagner?
I think we should just go up. We've got the element of surprise
The
on our
ship has
side.
begun moving.
Alright, we gotta go, guys. Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Let's go.
What are you doing?
I'm going with you guys.
Alright.
Let's just go talk
Newton
to
goes
him.
up a stair.
Newton?
But it's like super cute because he like hoists himself up and gets his legs
Is he
thrown
still
over
wearing
the
the
edge.
lab coat?
No. he's
I let
not.
him go up one and then I grab him.
Okay.
Guys, I'll talk to him. You guys sneak in as I'm talking.
Well, it's one door, I think.
It's one
Oh, fuck.
staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
let's go. I guess we
Alright.
walk in.
All right.
Crispy, stay behind us.
You guys go up a staircase and you reach the bridge of the Nibelung.
Are the chairs facing where the stairs come up?
No, that's like the back and stuff.
Oh, it's a foot thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was with you.
Yeah.
I was just like, they're just
No.
looking at us.
Yep. So you guys go up the stairs,
So nice.
and immediately there's this beautiful window scene outside, and you can tell that the ship is actually aimed directly at the cooling towers of the loop,
Okay.
and it's flying directly towards them.
Yep.
Oh, so we didn't have to crash it at all. He's gonna crash it himself.
Hey, Bobby.
And as you guys walk up
Yeah,
the stairs,
we don't
when you
have
don't
time
really
for
have
talks.
time to communicate, you see Wagner, frilly blonde, seaweed-looking hair, lab coat, very skinny, petite robot. And you see a bunch of other tiny robots kind of moving around. There's probably at least a handful of other robots in here, tiny little worker bots. And he, you can kind of see cords plugged into his body, like a dozen cords. And he hears footsteps, and his head turns around completely and looks down the stairs.
Is he in
and
the
sees,
captain's seat?
Yes,
He's in
and
the
sees
hall.
kids coming in. And then you hear these cords like uncoupling and returning back to the command post as he finishes kind of marching his body around, keeping his head centered on you kids. So his body turns around to fit the orientation of his head. And he starts slowly clapping for you guys. Welcome, children. I figured it might only be a matter of time before you joined me. I'm glad to see that you made it in time for the big finale.
I'm gonna set Ethan down.
I set Newton down too.
Newton kind of hides behind your leg and peeks out and squints at him. Yeah.
Wagner, is that your name?
Of course. I suppose introductions are in order.
Yeah, I'm Terry.
I know who all of you are.
This is Bobby.
I know you very well.
I'm Ethan.
I know your parents. I know your friends. I know
What's
your
my dad's
schedules.
name then?
Craig.
Okay, alright.
Craig
so
Hankerson.
If you trick the DM, it changes the whole thing.
I suppose you're here to stop me from crashing the ship into the cooling towers.
I didn't know you were going to crash the ship into the cooling
Yeah,
towers.
if we knew you were gonna crash, you would probably have come.
No, we definitely would have come, Bobby. The cooling towers are kind of important.
They just keep it cool in there, right?
No,
It destabilizes the whole particle accelerator.
it would be basically a big bomb, kill everyone.
And
Yeah.
what a beautiful day to plan for it. The grand open tour, or the grand open house of the Loop.
Wait, isn't your mom there?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try to tell Bobby.
Oh, your mother is there. He accelerates a little bit.
We need to stop this guy right now.
We should join her soon. At this point, the other bots that were kind of like running around doing little stuff, they're still at their controls, but two of them have kind of joined him. Basically, like where those like black dots kind of are.
So, based on like just a quick guess, are the main controls on the captain's chair?
It's almost impossible to tell.
Okay.
This ship is clearly built to house and work a dozen people,
Right.
and so each one of these stations has a different
You'll
function.
need somebody to
Right.
investigate.
Can
So,
I investigate?
Yes.
so Wagner, I'll just talk to Wagner while she's rolling
Okay.
dice. I also know your mother.
Yes. Well, we all
Diane.
came from somewhere, didn't we?
We sure did. And I think I'd like to send you along to be with her again.
Oh, we'll be with her soon enough.
Yes, real soon. Did you see anything yet?
Nope.
Are you pushing yourself?
Yep.
You,
Is it luck or condition?
I have no luck. It's condition.
so if you're Diane, did you? if
I
you
am
killed
not
yourself-
Diane.
Okay, so it's not suicide.
And
okay.
you see his like hand turn into a fist. I am far greater. She made me, but my genius surpasses even hers.
Well, I can see that clearly. You're far more impressive than she ever was, but,
And Terry's supposed to be the dumb one of the group.
but why are you wasting your life then? You're gonna crash and die? For what?
For the eternal Valhalla.
Right, but couldn't you take over the entire world?
My Wagner
This
rings
world
have
could
already
be
begun.
your Wagner rings? Is that Wagner? Ethan, you didn't tell me it was because his name was Wagner.
Terry.
See, he is the dumb one after all. Alright,
I got one.
so you push yourself, you got one success.
Yep, I'm upset
Just-
because my mom is there.
Just one, yep. So, there are several computer panels that are necessary to stop the ship. Yeah, two of the stations specifically, I think, are just for flying the ship. If we look, there's the captain's seat, the second seat, definitely the first mate seat. So a lot of these things you also see on some monitors. First of all, some of the monitors have displays of just Boulder City cameras, and you can tell that he's tapped into anything that has a camera in the city. He has a loop of, or he's a feed of. Secondly, you also see that there are internal cameras, and you see that there is a storeroom flush with people.
Who's in the storeroom, Wagner?
I do not mind the peasants. They serve the robots now.
You gonna kill all them too?
Some might survive.
So, I'm sorry I'm interrupting.
You're fine.
1 through 4 is basically for flying, right? Captain, second, first mate,
have
navigator.
aspects of it. Yeah,
Yes.
navigator
You can't
is
just
definitely
cross the
like
ship.
trajectory and stuff like that, making sure the aerospace is clear.
So radio operator, sensor operator, and engine officer are kind of overlooking. 5, 6,
So
and 7.
seven can also operate engines and functions of the engines as well.
Okay.
Christy, where do I need to go to start taking this thing down?
Everywhere.
Well,
Because truthfully, this will also open up in a few moments to extended trouble,
right.
where you guys have to get a total combined success pool of 12. Oh, I'm sorry, 16. You each need 4 successes. It's extended trouble times 4.
Ethan, can Newton fly this thing?
I mean, maybe.
I would ask him, but he'll answer really loud.
Did you guys say something?
No, Newton. So, Wagner, what's Valhalla like? Tell us in great detail. What, Ethan?
I think we just need to go. Christy and I can go from port to port trying to fix this. Just keep him distracted and out of our way.
You just need him distracted?
All right, Bobby,
Until I tell you otherwise, yeah.
let's do this.
I love it.
I rush for one of the small bots and take a baseball to
Yep.
just
Wake
baseball
me
bat.
up before you go. All right, so we're gonna start extended trouble. Everybody kind of has a plan, okay? Ethan and Christy are gonna figure out the computer stuff, get this thing stopped, or at least diverted or something.
Right.
Bobby and Terry are gonna take care of business while they can. Yeah. As is our friendly neighborhood tiny robot guy. Let's talk about your approaches.
So we need to go to all of the ports, basically.
Yeah.
That's
You're gonna have to do a lot of calculating, program,
fair.
force,
I would-
move, etc.
like mine to be calculate.
Okay.
I think my first move is to the navigation. I sprint there and I start trying to figure out how I can move this thing so it's somewhere else.
Yep. So I'm gonna set a bookmark super quick, and we're gonna go to the extended trouble breakdown, and we're gonna talk about the approaches, what's at stake, all that fun stuff.
Okay.
Here's what's at stake. The ship is on a straight course to collide with the cooling towers, which will set off a reaction which will likely kill everyone at the loop presently, at the main and proper loop facility, which is probably like a third of the town.
Right.
Okay. Also, the stakes are you guys are in the cabin of the ship being threatened by Wagner, and it will be very difficult to leave, etc. The threat level is equal to 4 times the number of kids. This is considered an almost impossible task to overcome. Number 3, make a plan. The kids decide what they want to do, which we've kind of been tentatively doing. They agree on which each skill will use and the order that they will act on their role. I would recommend Ethan go last, because that is like the kind of final thing. Or like we could also do this kind of thing where we can make Ethan go second to last, and then someone could like try and steer the ship out of the way or something cinematic like that, or as we go kind of thing. So we'll pick skills and we'll pick the things. Next is we play out the scenes where we'll actually roll dice, talk about what's happening, see what skills we get, see what kind of stuff there is. It says if there's time, a lead roll can be used to create a dice pool, which we have. It's already established. And finally, the outcome. And we'll talk about that depending on what we get when we get there. Cool? All right. Let us begin the final moments of our campaign. Okay. So you're going to use calculate.
Or can I use investigate? Because I get 1 more dice for investigate. But I
Yes,
just figured
if you want.
calculate would be smarter with.
Yep. So you can use either investigate or calculate to kind of determine which computers are Ethan needs to go to next, and you can kind of get them prepped up, or you can go over and kind of tag team different stations at the same time, where he's like, cut the power to engine 14, and you're like, doo 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 doo, you know, and stuff like that. Ethan is obviously going to be doing a program check to kind of stop the entire ship from moving.
Okay.
Bobby and Terry, what are your specific checks?
I'm gonna throw a baseball right in Diane's stupid head.
Right now, Wagner?
Wagner's, yeah.
So you're using force, correct?
Sure.
I think it'll be forced for me as well.
Okay.
I picture the whole thing going down very.
It's just like a brawl.
It's just like
versus-
constantly trying to change who is getting Wagner.
Because we have like
Jib dive,
this.
duck-
So eventually, what I want to do is use the rope to keep the arm from being able to shoot people in the face, or
Deal.
body, or legs.
Like lasso him, sort of.
Yes, basically tie the arm to his side. But
All right.
First, I'll probably just be hitting him in the head with a baseball
Now,
bat.
one of you, most likely Terry or Bobby,
Okay.
will get to use Newton as a bonus item, as
Is
a
it on top
NPC
of-
helper.
is it on top of your
So
other
on top
items?
of everything else,
Okay.
they'll be able to add 3 to your dice pool.
So it doesn't really matter who.
Yeah.
You can take
So
it.
they are a plus
I'm
3.
taking it.
You
They're
can, I mean, it
plus
doesn't matter.
3
You get
ass
3 extra
kicker.
dice.
Okay. I'll
They're
take it then.
Plus 3 ass kicker robot.
All right.
Who should take from the
Five,
lead
six,
pool?
seven.
Because it'd be super
again.
dumb not to.
Once again, it doesn't really
9,
matter
10.
because it's just.
It does
I mean-
thematically, Terry.
Sure.
It does thematically.
Oh, that's
how
And then
thematically?
from the baseball.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
there you
so Terry
We're all gonna
and
die.
Bobby lower the mask. What we'll do is maybe see a combat check first, a investigate from Christy, a combat check from the other person, and Ethan to finish this out. So, who is going to go first? Terry, who pulls his mask down and is wearing the body armor, or Bobby, who's ready to rip
Does
some
somebody take
robots
both
apart?
of these off, or is it just one?
One per person.
Okay, I'll take one, and you
I'll
can
take the other.
one. All right.
Alrighty, so who's going first?
I want you to go first because I'm gonna eventually try to wrap him up. So I need his attention on him so
Okay.
that I can get him distracted to wrap up his
Perfect.
arm.
Alright, so Bobby, let's set the stage. You have your baseball bat, right? Or do you have just a baseball
I've
bat?
got my baseball and the baseball bat.
Okay, so you're just gonna chuck the baseball right off the bat.
Yeah,
right
and
away
another
here?
one is to defend because
Yep.
it doesn't come back.
Right. So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna throw this baseball. It hits Wagner right in the head. Right. Your classic throwing rocks at robots' heads. If that was a career, you'd be set for the future. One of these little robots come right up and you just start smashing it with a baseball bat. The other one comes up. Terry starts taking care of that one. All the robots that are at their stations disembark and start. Some are flying. Some are like crab walking on 6 feet. Others are like rolling on wheels. You guys are being assaulted by these droids, and then a general alarm in the entire ship starts sounding. Boom, 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 etc.
Alarm sound.
Don't.
All right.
don't alarm sound.
Go ahead and roll.
1, 2,
4.
3, 4.
Bobby did his part.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I'm scared because my mom is in that facility.
Didn't do much.
And you're just scared.
Well, I'm also the captain of the baseball team.
So you're gonna add one more.
Yes.
Technically not anymore, but yeah.
Oh no, I guess I'm the captain of this family.
Oh, I love it. All right, so you have a total of 5 successes, correct?
Yep.
All right, 5 out of 16, 11 more to go. All right, so let's set the stage for Christy. You see Bobby struggling. One of the robots is digging into his arm. He's kind of screaming. You see Newton doing like a flying kick, trying to save Bobby. At one point, he's just hanging onto the back of Bobby's shirt and just punching stuff as Bobby's
doing
swinging with the
double
baseball
punch.
bat. Yeah, doing the double punch. Ethan's rollerblading around because that's what Ethan does.
It gets him from place to place quicker.
That's what,
Exactly.
no, like legitimately, I think this is a benefit. The first ever benefit to my rollerblades.
I think the benefits are limited, but keep.
Because he gets to the pad all the.
Yeah, you just slide by, and you need to. Yeah, so
I'm with you, Daniel.
we're set here. You're frantically typing. You hear people crying out in pain. You hear robots getting smashed. One flies through the window, shatters. The whole cockpit decompresses, and it's just mayhem
All our
going on
heads
right now.
explode.
Roll.
One. But I'm very, 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 very tired.
I don't have time for this.
Have you already used your pride?
Yeah.
All of them. Oh, Terry has it.
And I'm just tired.
You're very tired, though.
All right, you can.
And I can't do another condition or else I'll
Did
break.
you have luck?
No, I've
You
used
can't
it.
push anymore
Okay.
anyway.
Rolled so bad.
We're at 6 successes. 10 more needed.
Oh, we were gonna keep other people.
All right, Terry, what's happening?
Alright, so I think, like, Terry runs up and tries to fight this robot, and the robot just, like, smacks
Is
him
this
in the
Wagner?
butt. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and also, you know,
Yeah.
there's also him just, like, knocking the little ones away
Yeah.
here and there.
You see him line up his hand, and the piston shoots out right as you hit it with a
Right.
bat.
And then, but eventually, he, like, knocks me the fuck down. And then he's fighting Bobby, and Bobby's kicking his ass for a minute, but then he gets Bobby down, goes to shoot him, and then that's when I get the rope on his arm.
Okay.
Pull it just in time.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
he even like shoots. Are you injured?
I can be.
He even like shoots out his thing as it's going. As the rope pulls,
Right.
it kind of yanks his arm wildly. He shoots out his piston and pierces Bobby right in the ribs.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would hurt.
Does it like to the side or like just through me here?
just to the side. You scream out in pain. Christy can't focus because her brother is in immense pain.
We're starting out with 4. It's a good number to start with. And then and then when he knocked me aside, I of course got injured.
That's the sound of my ribs breaking.
Nope, just injured.
Damn.
But then I do use my pride.
Okay.
My pride is I can do anything on my own, but at this point I'm like, we're better as a team, and then I get 1 success.
Deal.
Thematically, I get
Deal.
1 success.
Yeah. All right. So you add 5 more for a total of 11. Okay. We need 5 successes from Ethan
How
to
did you
save
roll?
the day.
I rolled 12.
You rolled 12. You're fine.
Yeah, you're
Listen,
good.
I don't know if you guys have seen Daniel Shelden play this game before, but he does not have a lot of 6s on his dice ever.
No.
All right. Let's set the stage.
I think Ethan is skating around. I'm sorry, blading around.
Make better time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just getting from place to place, just trying to figure out some sort of.
The roll of the boat is helping him get to place faster.
He's just mashing on keyboards as he zips by.
And then so I think he's kind of set everything so that everything else is kind of stabilized or will shut down, and then he's back in the navigation seat, and he's just trying to figure out how to navigate it so that it lands. So that instead of hitting the main cooling towers of the loop, it'll instead turn west or east and land in Lake Mead.
Okay. All right, so you've got the ship lined up just for the towers. You're trying to do a hard U-turn, and even the ship feels like it's getting ready to crash into this thing and blow up.
1, 2.
Do you still have your pride?
Nope.
Nope, but he does.
But I am gonna push, and I am terrified.
This is too scary.
Meaning I'm
Hey, I
rolling
believe
9
in
dice.
everyone. I guess you can't do a leadership check in the middle of an encounter.
And I'm already using one of your leadership things.
Yeah.
And I can only max out the number of items that I use in a roll by. It's just 1, right?
One
One
item,
item,
yeah. Unless you got a cool robot friend.
1, 2.
2. Or 1 short.
Or 1 short.
So you guys have
15 out of
15.
16.
All right, so we'll look at the outcome. It says,
We can buy stuff, right?
I don't think we can do anything.
so super quick. Yeah, you're out of luck, you're out of conditions, you're out of pride.
Everybody's pushed.
We can check conditions to get more successes to achieve a compromise. Part of their goal. Under play the scene on extended trouble.
Gotcha. As in, like, I can break my character to get additional checks.
I don't know what that means exactly.
Yeah, let me check and see what that is real quick.
So I think it means we can get part of our goal, but not.
Right.
There's no way we can achieve the full goal.
Deal. So,
But I think we already have enough to get part of our goal. 'Cause
15.
So, If the kids...
Oh, I think we do have... Somebody has to check one.
If the number of successes equals half or more than the threat, the kids can check additional conditions to get more sixes in order to reach a compromise. Each added condition counts as an extra success. The kids themselves can become broken to succeed if they want to. If the kids reach the threat level this way, they achieve a part of their goal. Details are up to the game master.
I am broken.
You don't have to be...
We're not
you just take
deciding
one.
that yet.
You just have to take one per success.
One of us has to take one.
Oh well, I'm exhausted.
And that can be your injured.
Oh, that you gave me.
Yeah, because before you took something else, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So, here's what happens. Ethan finishes putting it in. You guys are super close. It's like the Titanic iceberg kind of thing.
Wait, that ended poorly.
Yeah.
This will too. Right. Who realizes that this is not going to turn out the way we think it is? Is it Bobby? Is it?
It's not me.
I
I'm
think I
too busy.
realized that
Probably
as I'm
me.
bleeding.
I think it's Christy.
Okay. So Bobby's pinned down. Terry's
Right.
fighting robots, trying to keep Bobby alive. Ethan is panicking. He's kind of like having a meltdown because he's just not good enough. He didn't make it in time. Christy is in the middle. She's right there. She reaches down and she grabs the steering wheel as it's like coming into the cooling tower, and she just pulls as hard as she can, and she starts screaming and she starts crying because it's not moving the ship fast enough. Ethan rollerblades over. He grabs the handle too. He grabs the steering wheel with Christy, and they both pull harder, and the ship just starts to move the needle. Right as it hits the cooling tower, you hear this massive scraping along the side, just, and you see the tower start to sway, and chunks are falling off, and the windows blow out, and your eardrums start to hurt. Everybody falls to the ground as you strike this, but you pull just off enough to where you just hit the thing solidly. You kind of keep turning, and then you hear the back end of the ship start to scrape. And the ship starts to turn and turn and turn, and until eventually you hear this loud, thunderous kind of collapsing. You can see out of the computer sensors that one of the top parts of the tower has fallen into the loop facility and crushed one of the buildings. As the ship continues to turn and turn, it starts to yaw and starts to kind of turn sideways, and all of the gravity in the ship is leaning slowly towards one side. As the ship is starting to lose altitude, you both are able to aim it towards Lake Mead as it's kind of coasting, turning, and like getting ready to crash. What do you guys do to kind of brace yourself for the impact, or do you race off the ship and try and get to your speeder bike? What do you do?
If it's at that cooling tower, it's so close to the ground, right? Like
It's pretty close, but you might be able to make it, but it's going to be dangerously close. If you stay with the ship, you can guarantee that it lands safely in the water, minimizing the casualties in the store bay, but it also means that you guys are going to be in the ship when it crashes with the ground.
I don't think Ethan will leave it. I think he yells over to Bobby. He goes, "Bobby, I've got the controls. Get Christy out of here.
I can't move.
Bobby, you've got to. She's your sister."
Terry!
Bobby, pull the fucking robot and just hold him down to the ground. Bobby, get your sister and go.
God damn it! I'm guessing I'm over you, and you're basically carrying me out.
Probably.
Because I have nothing. If I've been stabbed by that robot, I'm weak as hell.
I mean, you've still got a lot more body than her, though.
So super quick too, like at this point, Wagner has been beaten up enough, and that his circuits are kind of flying, and you see like sparks shooting out of anything that would be like an eye or an ear or a nostril or his mouth, and he's just like laughing, like scream laughing, this like kind of British stuck up kind of laughter. And he doesn't, when you guys pull off the tower, he's just like, "My beautiful plan is foiled once again by you kids." And he's just screaming, and he just kind of, and he crashes to the ground, and he's just twitching, and sparks are shooting out of him, as you guys are like the only ones at the control panel. And all the robots have since fleed out of the room, and it's just the kids and Newton.
Ethan, use this rope, tie it up so it goes where it needs to go, and let's get the hell out of here.
There's probably not time.
Fuck it, Ethan, let's go.
I can hold the controls.
You're not there to protest. We're going down these stairs.
Terry, go.
Yeah, no problem. Newton, get those controls and like grab Ethan and pull him off.
Yeah, and as you like yank
And
him,
Ethan is holding on to
Yeah.
those controls. He
Yeah.
does not want to
Do
go.
I need to roll a
but
force
Newton
check?
comes up and he takes your fingers off and he holds the controls and he says,
I've got this. Always remember the power of friendship.
Thank you, Newton.
We're out of there.
yeah. So as you guys are like flying up, you're running and you see like the ground approaching immediately. I'm gonna need move checks from everyone.
Everybody's banged up now.
I automatically fail.
Okay.
You do. Someone needs to get a success for you. Then somebody's carrying you basically.
My rollerblades are still on. Are they a negative now?
No, I'm carrying you basically.
She's also needing to get carried too.
Yeah. So you're not even moving because you're basically fighting against me.
Right. Oh wait, I can push. We're fine.
So do I have to roll 3? Do I need to roll 2 successes for somebody?
Ah, fuck me.
I don't think we're getting out of this.
I'm exhausted.
I got 1. I'm gonna have to go. I'll get scared. No, exhausted. Nope.
Can't roll for shit tonight, guys. Just one.
So we have one success and it's just Bobby's.
Well,
Oh, sorry, you got one too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Do we get it? Is that only for us, or are we allowed to give this to other people?
yeah.
I shoved Christy on the little bike speeder.
No, you guys aren't gonna like die on the ship. Let me tell you what happened.
Oh, okay.
Right. So we have 2 successes,
Okay.
and I'll let you guys decide what you do with them here in a second. You guys race through the bowels of the ship as quickly as possible. You hear the people screaming in the storeroom as you race by. You guys get to your speeder bike, and you basically hop on. It's almost to the point where you guys have to like stand and lean kind of awkwardly on it. You guys disembark the one thing, and you kind of turn the speeder bike upright just as the ship skips off the ground once. It launches you guys up. You guys desperately grasp for the speeder bike. 2 of you grab on. The other 2 get thrown clear.
I try and grab, but my side is too broken to hold on.
Okay. And you give your success to Christy.
Yep.
I think I fall off of Terry's shoulder. I think I've been fighting him this whole way, and I know that it's going to be harsh. So I just
Deal.
slide off.
So Bobby and Terry hold on to the speeder bike as it bounces off the ship.
Christy and Terry.
Sorry, Christy
The
and Terry.
weirdest combo.
One of the engines kind of like blows as you guys are like trying to like drift it down, trying to get close. But you see Ethan and Bobby just tumbling and tumbling and tumbling as they skip off the water hard.
I'll take another condition.
I
And
imagine
you
I'm
guys
broken.
are instantly broken.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys bounce off the water. You're instantly broken. And Terry and Christy race this broken speeder bike over to you guys. You guys are hovering. You guys, Terry dives in, fishes Ethan out of the water, fishes Bobby out of the water. You guys get back on the speeder bike. You're barely able to coast back to shore as you guys kind of crash. The speeder bike comes to a stop, breaks down, blows black smoke everywhere as the authorities arrive. You guys are kind of seen to like an ambulance pulls up. You guys immediately start getting first aid treatment and stuff like that, and the scene kind of wipes out into basically you guys waking up at a hospital. All right, so whose everyday scene do we want to start with?
We could start with mine, I guess.
Okay.
I'm going to have my everyday scene with Mr. Campbell at Bobby's bedside in the hospital.
Deal. So the camera opens. It's a couple days later, maybe 2 or 3 days later. Bobby has bandages all over his torso, mid-area. He has his arm up in another sling. He's just beat up. He has multiple breaks. He has a puncture wound to his ribs. There's X-rays hanging up on light boxes. There's like a nurse that is like checking his vitals as the scene opens. So you see Bill.
And in
is
my
in the
mind,
room.
Bobby's out. Like he's...
Okay.
How is he?
He's doing well. He's a strong kid. He's been kind of in and out of it this last day. He asked about you, if you were okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't go skipping across the water at 100 miles an hour.
Nobody still knows what you kids were doing in there.
Everybody knows, they just don't believe it.
Yeah, well, I guess this whole thing is hard to believe. The news is calling it a terrorist attack. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Said it was communist funded.
I mean, kind of. Robot communists.
Probably the worst kind of communist.
Yeah. You got a good kid there, you know that? I don't know.
I'm realizing it more and more every day.
He's done more than you'll ever know. Because I just think you need to take care of him. The guy's at his end. He's anxious all the time. He's always scared about what's going to happen when he goes home. I know what that's like to hate to be home.
What do you mean?
He's always worried about he's going to get in trouble for not mowing the lawn, or he's not doing good enough on his grades, or he's not doing good enough in baseball. I know you're not a bad dad, but you got to give this kid a break.
Yeah. He just never took anything that serious, you know, and I just thought that means he wouldn't amount to much, but I didn't give him enough credit.
He's the only person that ever believed in me, and he's the best person I've ever known. I just need you to know that. And
That's kind of you, Terry. I really appreciate that.
when he wakes up, will you tell him I said goodbye, and I'll hopefully see him soon?
What do you mean goodbye?
I can't stay in this hospital any longer. I gotta go.
I get that. Make sure you check in on Ethan before you leave.
Of course, yeah, I will.
Okay. Terry,
Yeah.
you're a good friend to my son.
It's the only thing I've ever done right.
You're a good kid.
Thanks, Mr. Campbell. And shake his hand.
He shakes your hand firmly, and then there's like a kind of camera pullback as it shows the two of you. He shakes your hand, and then he pulls you and gives you a great big hug.
And then I
And
kind of
then-
look at Bobby one last time before I head out.
Deal. And scene. We'll go around and do kind of epilogue stuff super
Sure.
quick. Who wants next scene?
I do, because I think it's going to be a somewhat similar scene. I want it to be a little bit later after the accident.
Okay.
To the point where I'm in crutches, but I'm not like asleep. I'm not out of it. It's probably like a week, maybe two after the
Hospital.
incident. Yeah, still at the hospital, because I mean it takes a while.
So like
to
one of your
recover.
ankles was broken on bedding from
Yeah,
wearing
I think-
rollerblades while hitting water surface.
I mean, I think one of my femur was broken.
Okay.
I just snapped, and so like my entire right leg is gone.
Deal.
Not gone.
Okay, I was like, whoa. Kids can't
And he
die.
has a robot leg.
Yeah.
And I'd like it to be that I'm kind of like sitting up, and I think at this point, Bobby and I are in the same room.
Okay.
If
Like a
that's-
ward.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like we're no longer in the ICU or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's all four of us that are there for the brief moment. Yeah, so it's just the three of us, or the four of us.
Okay.
At the start.
Deal.
Bobby, how you feeling?
Not great.
Everything hurts.
Everything hurts.
Yeah.
I broke my friggin' arm. Again.
You know, Bobby.
Can't break it in the same place twice. Shut up, Carol.
Bobby, you're a good brother. And you're a real good role model. I've been thinking about a lot about our adventures, and I'm just really thankful that it was with with you guys. Like, Terry, I don't... You taught me to be brave. And I didn't think that that would happen. And then I think he kind of gets out of bed and stands up and he goes, Chrissy, could I walk with you for a sec?
Yeah.
As we're both actually
We're all unraveling a little bit.
This is the first time Bobby's done like any movement. You can see him like twist his head as they walk out the door.
Don't kiss her.
Christy, you're like the best person I've ever met. And you're the first person to believe in me and to think that I was more than just a weirdo. And I know I'm a weirdo. But I know that's okay now. And I think he tries to grab your hand.
Oh, I let him for sure.
Super duper.
Super held him.
And Christy, I know that you're probably aware of this, but I like you a lot because I don't think I'll ever meet someone as incredible as you. And I've met my dad.
Camera like focus rolls. Like, the machine has eaten his money for a snack, and he's just tapping. He's just tapping. Like, hey, little buddy. Hey, pretzel twists.
I mean, yeah, I've known that for a really, really long time, and I never thought that I would like you back. But after everything we did, I think it would be pretty dumb not to, because you're a really great kid.
Christy, would it be okay if I kissed you?
Yes.
And he does.
Yeah. Deal. And then you see Jeff like, and then he stops and he looks and he goes, does that like classic '80s head turn smile. Is that scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's a brief pull out and there's a, wow. And then it's scene.
And Ethan's non-crutch leg is popped up.
Then he falls over because he's only on crutches.
Deal. All right, Christy, I'm going to give you a moment. Take a deep breath. Everybody's scene is next.
Okay,
Two puppies.
yeah, let's just do that.
Wait, that might crush her even more.
I don't want all of it to be at the hospital.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that we should leave the hospital
Yeah.
and
I would
do
agree.
it home.
I think I want to have that dinner with my mom and Mr. Stewart's.
Perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
that answers the question.
Yeah. So,
If I got to it first, I was gonna kill her. Mr. Stewart's is gonna show up to my birthday without mom.
right. So, she was actually in a cast as well from the incident. It had crushed
like,
some of
what
the facility.
happened?
Yeah. No, she was in the hospital for some time after a while, as was a lot of the town actually. It's been the talk of the town for the last several weeks. So we're opening to a dinner with you.
I helped my mom make it.
Okay, perfect. And what did you guys make?
Spanish meatballs.
I think we made spaghetti. That was a joke, but that's what I was thinking.
Gotcha. So there's a nice spaghetti dinner, candlelit, everything.
Yes.
I love that Tom is like the garçon. He's dressed up in a robot tuxedo.
Of course.
Is Newton there? Did Newton survive the crash?
Don't think so.
Newton's not there.
Okay. All right. Open the scene when you're ready.
Oh boy. I'm really glad you came over, Mr. Stewart's.
Well, I'm glad to be over, Christy. I know that your mom mentioned that you were a little nervous about obviously seeing me outside of the classroom.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I understand that. But listen, I respect you and I respect your mother. And I love her dearly. And I'm glad that you invited me over to dinner tonight.
She seems a lot happier since everything happened now that you're around, and I think it would be really unfair of me to not let her have that. And I know it would make her really happy if I got to know you. So that's what we're doing.
It would make me really happy to get to know you as well, Christy. Now, I heard that your favorite book is The Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
I, too, am a big fan.
Are you?
Very much so.
Who's your favorite character?
Well, I'm a big fan of the lead, actually. Bilbo Baggins, when I was younger, I saw a lot of his adventurous spirit in myself, and I actually traveled the world, and right before I went to college, I had the opportunity to see a lot of different places, and it felt like an adventure, and I was really scared, not quite sure what to expect. I didn't have such an important mission as young Bilbo Baggins, but sure enough, I was able to learn from my adventures, and maybe next dinner I'll be able to tell you about some of them.
That sounds really cool.
As your mom comes over and finishes setting the table and stuff like that, you just see her look at you, and you see her look at Mr. Stewart, and you see her smile widely, and it's just a beautiful moment. And then there's a knock at the door, and she's, I wasn't expecting company. Is Christy? Were you expecting anyone, or?
Was I expecting anyone?
No.
No.
Do you want to go answer it real quick?
Yeah.
Just, if it's one of your friends, can you have them come back later, please?
I go over to the door and answer it.
Okay. You even peek out the peephole?
Yes.
There's nobody there.
God damn it.
I open the door.
And you see Newton, and he's standing there with 2 legs and 1 arm, and his other arm is severed at the elbow.
Don't do this.
And he reaches up with 1 arm, and he says,
I'm home.
There it goes.
She reaches up with a stump as well.
Get more sappy quick.
I'm home. I immediately hug Newton and bring him inside where he belongs.
Never leave me again.
And your mom looks at Newton as you set him down in a chair at the dinner table, and she goes, okay, let's have dinner. And the scene fades. Alright, Bobby.
Well, there goes my epilogue.
It's been 3 weeks since your accident. It's probably your birthday, which is May 26th. Okay. School is just about to get out for the year.
29.
It's the cusp of summer. 1 week left of school until summer hits. Is that your birthday party? If you have, what does your birthday celebration look like? By this point, you probably have some. Your arm's still broken.
Yeah, I'm probably still bandaged and probably doing kind of pain
you got
meds.
bandages.
I think my father, without quite putting 2 and 2 together, still got a baseball-themed birthday party.
Oh.
Even though I won't be playing summer ball, so inside, Bobby just hates it. Yeah, so I think these guys are there. I think it's a run-of-the-mill party, but Bobby, it's not clicking like it has in recent years. It's just not the same party. It's not as fun.
Yeah, birthdays just lose their appeal after you get older and stuff like that.
Right at 16.
Especially right at 16, yeah. Your dad comes up to you and he says, well, he's been talking to you a lot lately, and he's actually been planning on selling the house. And he's been talking to you about it, and he's been asking you, is there anything else you wanted to sell for the yard sale? And
does he talk to me about it? It's also my childhood home.
We're doing Bobby's scene now.
Your mom said she loved you.
It's true.
But it never happened.
No, you're good. I just...
Yeah. So, he comes up to you on your birthday. Everybody's around and stuff like that. And he's like, well, Bobby, I know we were talking about moving, and I know you weren't terribly keen on it, but I just wanted to let you know that you probably won't be needing your bike anymore. And he kind of gestures. He goes, something happened to it, son. You might want to come take a look. And so he kind of walks you and a couple people around the side of the house, yeah. And You see...
Can it just be broken without me moving?
Yeah, so you go up to the driveway, and there's a sports car in the driveway with a giant bow on it.
Dad, you know I can't drive that.
Yep, and I know. I got a great deal on it.
You gotta teach me.
No, here's the deal.
I mean, thank you. Obviously,
Yeah,
I'm so ungrateful.
No, this is the deal. That's gonna be yours when you're ready to drive it. Okay, it's
Can I
still
get the
yours.
beat-up truck.
You're getting the truck
Thank
for
you.
the meantime.
We
Remember,
match.
the
The
truck
truck
is
and I
yours until you
match.
finish paying it off.
Okay.
And also, in the back of the truck, there's a lawnmower with a bow tie on it as well. Or, not a bow tie, but a ribbon and, birthday...
Does it have
bow.
Campbell's cuts painted on the side
on
of
the side of the
mower?
truck?
Or the truck?
Yeah, the side of the truck. And
It's still beat up.
Yeah, he pulls it back and it says Campbell's Cuts. And it has the house phone number on it. And he says, son, I know we've been talking a little bit about it, but I figured no better time than now to, obviously not right now.
Yeah.
You can't really mow a lot of yards, but,
Is it a push more? Does it have it
oh
goes
no, it's one of those new things. It
thank
has
goodness.
a second lever that you pull, and it actually self-propels the lawnmower.
What horsepower did you get?
A 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna schlub on the horsepower.
Yeah, otherwise it'll get tangled up with the grass and then.
Yeah, but you got to be smart about it, Bobby. You're getting this huge lawn mowing argument in front of everyone, and then basically you guys basically hug. He comes in for a hug, gives you
The horsepower.
gives you a hug, and wishes you happy birthday, and says, "All right, son, I'll let you get back to your party, but
Thanks, Dad.
yep, just as soon as you're rested up, we'll get you taken care of, okay?
Okay, I'll get that truck paid off.
Listen, son, don't worry about it. I know you're for it. All right, you return to the party. Is there any last moments that we want to see on camera? Or?
I would like to give Bobby a present.
Deal, absolutely.
I'd been saving up for a really long time, and I got him a subscription to the Nat Geo magazines.
100 million times yes.
Bobby, this is the first time Bobby's seen something that he's liked on television in real life and in a book.
Yeah.
This is the first time that he's equated I could like these things.
Yeah, I could read a book.
I could enjoy this. I mean, half of it's just pictures of animals.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
So I guess we have one more final scene with the four of us. The party's wound down. Everybody else is left.
Okay. Yeah.
Ethan.
Yeah?
I've been kind of a dick to you about the whole Christy situation, and I guess it's all right if you two date or even kiss, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to me more than you, but I understand the sentiment.
You've already been kissing him.
What? Oh! I still haven't kissed a girl. Oh!
You didn't kiss Spike?
No, because you got beat up, dum-dum.
I bet Spike kissed you in the hospital
That's,
once.
I was
Yeah.
I was passed out.
Oh, gosh.
It was
Oh,
one of those
the
there
worst.
was
Yeah.
lipstick on my cheek, and
Yeah. Yeah.
doesn't count when you're unconscious.
Well, thanks, Bobby. And he gives you a very light hug.
The lightest of hugs.
Yeah.
Also, while he's still on crutches. He hobbles
This
over.
is the most awkward. I love it. Yeah. Is Spike at your birthday party?
I think she is.
Okay, maybe she went in and she's I don't know, getting more cake or helping out clean up or something, whatever she is not in the scene doing.
Hey, Bobby, I need a favor.
Yeah.
You can drive, right?
I mean, not well, but yeah. You need to go up to Vegas?
I need to go to Vegas.
We can take you to Vegas.
And I don't think I'm coming back.
You're not coming back?
I can't stay here anymore. We almost died.
We did, and I'm gonna be too busy being grounded this summer to go on any more camping trips. I mean, it's been a weird year, guys. We chased some birds. We found the adults just being weird,
Just super funny.
and then we decided to go we decided to go camping just like on a whim, and then I fell out of a tree, and then we had to, and then for some reason like there were terrorists in the town. It's been a weird year, guys.
Did you forget about the dinosaurs? Did you repress that?
Dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, the trees. We went
The
camping.
tree, right.
Ethan, you gotta stop me when I do this stuff.
I don't know what he's doing. Terry, I need
It's
to
just
stop.
been, and I take some more of my pain meds.
Oh no. And your subscription to Forbes arrives.
Forbes top 10 lawnmowers for this summer.
Your lawnmower magazine arrives. Your John Deere.
Terry, you can't leave.
Tell me when we're going. I gotta go lay. I'm gonna lay down
I
right
gotta.
here.
I gotta talk to my dad first, but soon.
But Terry,
Ethan, I saw you on that ship. You don't need me. You saved the entire town.
Terry, who else is gonna be my friend?
Ethan.
I know. But Terry,
That's a girlfriend. That's different, Terry.
Look, I got you something, Ethan. I wasn't gonna give it to you because it's not your birthday, and it's weird to give someone presents on somebody else's birthday. I was gonna give it to you
But
later.
it is the 80s.
I got you this. And I hold out a ratty punk T-shirt that I used to have, but it's actually washed. It's not dirty. Here, this is for you. I won't throw it at you because I can't be nice about
Right.
it.
It smells 100 times like Terry.
Just sleep with it on your pillow at night. Wait, that didn't happen. All right.
Thank you, Terry.
When I get a phone, I'll call you.
I'm gonna visit Vegas. You know that, right? My dad will take me. I'll get my driver's license
You
soon.
better.
And
Christy?
if you think that you're getting out of our study sessions, you've got another thing coming.
Those are with Bobby.
I've also started to tutor you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I do need a GED.
If you don't think you're getting out of high school without at least a degree, you've got another thing coming. Terry, you're smart. You're smarter than you let yourself think, than a lot of other people think.
No one's ever said that before.
It's because they didn't know you like I do. But Terry, you're smart.
Thanks, Ethan.
Yeah. Ethan gives you a hug.
I'll give him a hug back.
Okay.
Christy, don't you dare break his heart.
I won't.
He's precious.
He's so precious.
He's pristine.
All right. So, super quick, unless anybody wants to do a super quick epilogue, I think we're at a good stopping point for our campaign.
Yeah.
Guys, did you know the pufferfish male spends over a week creating a type of nesting den because he's too boring of a color to get the attention of a female, so he has to literally build it.
Go.
I'm gonna keep this campaign going. That's what I'm doing.
And then we all dogpile on injured Bobby.
Right. That will conclude our Tales from the Loop campaign. Thank you for joining us.
Fuck all of
And
you.
scene.